on the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for space, it's Moss. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass, it's Reed. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the Aggies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
Yeah, I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. The give to the left. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And it's incomplete on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Kick is in the air. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the move, it's Baxter. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. You get a few yards, get... Offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gives it on the option. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Baxter. Runs for the tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll try the run, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Manning. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on fourth down. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the back. Runs through a tackle. Breaks into the open. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the play on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Owens. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just going to keep it after the snap. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The give to the back. Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Leaves it with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Texas A&M going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Bussey. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll go hurry up here. Give to the running back. He's got room. Right down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires complete on the crosser. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The inside handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to run for it. Fighting off the defender. Just shedding tackles.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And some room to work. The Longhorns are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hard running there. And to use that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And he gets to the line and spikes it, very efficient, and they have a chance to score before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To throw, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. This time on target.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Off play action on first down. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give them the lead.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Zings it complete to the right. Turns it on at midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for space, it's Owens. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Concepcion. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rides the back on the option to give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. Across the field. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Right down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Moss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not a chance. Missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On the run, it's Moss. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Power football with the run. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lockett. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They want to run this quarterback. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to pass, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Kramer. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. On third down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's Bussey. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Lets it go. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36, it's a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is, They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Uncorks it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to put 1 down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Concepcion. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Check. Red 70 black saw. Red 70 black saw.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will put it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25.